Okay, let's face it, we are all drowning in information, right? Every single day, you're hit with this endless stream of articles, videos, and podcasts. We save them, we bookmark them, we make a promise to ourselves, oh, I'll get to that later. But what if all that digital stuff you're collecting could be more than just clutter? What if it could actually become a source of income? That's exactly what we're going to dive into, how to turn your digital library into a real money-making machine. So let's just be real for a minute. Are you a digital hoarder? Do you fall into this trap called the collector's fallacy? It's this tricky belief that just by saving information, you're somehow learning it. And hey, don't feel bad. Pretty much all of us do it. You know the drill. You see some amazing article and you think, I gotta save that link. You see a brilliant thread on social media. Boom, bookmarked. Before you know it, your browser becomes this graveyard of good intentions, just filled with hundreds of links you were absolutely positive you were going to read. And it's not just articles, is it? Your watch later list on YouTube, it's probably overflowing with incredible documentaries and tutorials that you just never quite get around to. That list just seems to get longer and longer, right? And this is kind of the tough part to admit. All of that collecting, all that saving, it doesn't magically turn into actual knowledge. That information is just sitting there in a digital folder. It's not in your head. You haven't really mastered anything new from it. And let's be blunt about the money side of things. What has it actually gotten you? You've built this amazing library that you never really open, and it hasn't added a single penny to your bank account. This quote just nails it. It gets right to the heart of the problem. You might feel like you've learned a lot because you can talk about the latest trends, but the moment someone asks you to go deeper, well, that knowledge is just skin deep. You can't connect the dots, and you definitely can't turn it into cash. But what if there was a way to finally break out of this cycle? To turn that huge mountain of information into something actually useful, into real intelligence? Well, that's where Google's NotebookLM comes into play. And trust me, this isn't just another note-taking app. This is a total turning point. So what even is NotebookLM? The best way to think about it is like a personal research assistant that you train yourself using your own sources. It's built to help you digest information, connect the dots, and actually build something valuable from what you already have. It's not about finding new info, it's about mastering what's already in your collection. Now here's the absolute game changer. You know how other AIs search the entire internet and sometimes, let's be honest, they just make stuff up? Well, NotebookLM gives you answers based only on the stuff you give it. You upload your research, your notes, your links, and boom, it becomes an expert in your little universe. You can then ask it to create summaries, whip up presentations, whatever you need, and it's all grounded in your trusted knowledge. All right, this is where things get really, really exciting. We know it's a super powerful tool for learning, but how do we actually turn that learning into earning? Let's break down some solid strategies for turning all that data into actual dollars. Okay, strategy number one, and probably the most direct way to make money with this, is to use it to become an instant expert in any market you want. Seriously, forget about spending months and months trying to figure out a new industry. Just imagine this for a second. You want to break into a new niche. You can grab the websites of the top 5 competitors, a few industry reports, a couple of key articles, and just feed it all to NotebookLM. Then you can simply ask it questions like, what are the biggest opportunities in this market? Or, hey, generate a 10-slide presentation on the key players. A job that used to take weeks of grinding, you can now do it in minutes. And that's a service people will absolutely pay for. All right, the next strategy is for anyone out there who's ever dreamed of creating content but just felt totally overwhelmed by the process. With a tool like NotebookLM, you can become an incredibly efficient one-person content machine. Picture this workflow. You find one amazing piece of long-form content, say a 2-hour podcast interview. You get the transcript, feed it into NotebookLM, and then you just start giving it commands. Write me a 1,000-word blog post from this. Give me 5 tweets with key quotes. Create a LinkedIn summary. You could build an entire niche media brand this way. With so little effort, it almost feels like cheating. So does this kind of thing actually work? Oh yeah, for sure. People are already doing it, creating these little niche content pages that generate real passive income from things like affiliate links. And look, $500 a month might not let you retire, but for an income stream that's almost completely automated, that's a really powerful start. And that right there is the key insight. You're not just trading time for money, you're building a digital asset with almost no cost and very little time. It's an amazing, low-risk way to start creating revenue streams that work for you, even while you're sleeping. Okay, now we're going to talk about what is easily the most powerful, most futuristic application of this tech. This goes way beyond just research or content creation. This is about creating a digital version of you, of your expertise. So, what in the world is an AI avatar? It's basically a NotebookLM project that you fed with everything you know: your internal company documents, your training guides, your personal notes, your past emails, everything that makes up your unique professional knowledge. It literally becomes a digital twin that thinks and answers questions based entirely on your brain. And the process is actually way more straightforward than it sounds. You just gather up all your knowledge documents, you upload them into a brand new notebook, and then you can just share a link to that AI. And just like that, people can talk to your expertise. I mean, just think about the possibilities here. A new employee can ask your AI avatar questions instead of bugging you all day. Your clients could get expert support 24/7 based on your knowledge. You could even sell access to it as a unique digital product. But the bottom line is this: for the first time ever, you can scale your expertise without having to scale your time. It's incredible. Look, this is so much bigger than just a new tool or a new way to make money. What we're talking about here is a massive shift in how we think about work, about productivity, and about creating value. This is really the beginning of the end for hustle culture. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. You've got two paths forward. The old way was all about competing on time. Who could put in the most hours? Who could grind the hardest? But the new way? It's about competing on insight. It's not about outworking everybody anymore. It's about outthinking them by using AI as leverage to amplify your own unique knowledge. And ultimately, this is the choice that we're all facing right now. We can keep trying to compete on sheer effort, just running faster and faster on that hamster wheel to stay in the same spot. Or we can choose to compete on leverage, using these amazing new tools to multiply our impact in the world. The tools are here, they're easy to get, and they are ridiculously powerful. So the era of just collecting information, that's over. The era of creating value from it has officially begun. The only question left is, what are you going to build?